But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone.
In the past, for example, the mission to the moon was obviously tremendously exciting. It was the first time human beings had ever landed on something outside planet Earth. So, it was tremendously exciting and new. But that's been done, and I think now the general public doesn't see problems as interesting as that. So.
The National Aeronautics and Space Administration was founded in 1958 as a result of tensions with the Soviet Union and has been an organization that has been beneficial and inspirational to the American people. The inspiration it creates has driven scientific innovation, yet the funding NASA has received recently is much reduced.
I mean, NASA is competing for funds in a very difficult environment. I mean, at the moment, money is tight, and the amount of money NASA is getting is much reduced. So the manned space program at the moment is quite limited. Basically, I would say limited to looking after the International Space Station. You've got people up there, but actually the crew up there is not as large as they had originally hoped to have.
NASA currently employs nearly 18,000 scientists, mathematicians, contractors, and engineers. Congress has planned a $16.6 billion budget for NASA in 2014. This budget will be $300 million less than in 2013. The 2008 bank bailout exceeded the 50-year running total of NASA's budget.
True, but there has to be a balance. I mean, everybody has an interest in exploration. We wouldn't be in the New World if Columbus and the other people hadn't had a sense of exploration. And that's been the case. I mean, that's the human nature is to explore and do something. And so people want to explore, and people want to explore space, and I'm all for it, but it has to be balanced.
So when someone says we don't have enough money for this space probe, I'm asking, no, it's not that you don't have enough money. It's that the distribution of money that you're spending is warped in some way, that you are removing the only thing that gives people something to dream about tomorrow.
Many people argue that the taxpayer money should be spent on more pressing issues. The NASA budget is 0.4 of 1 penny on the tax dollar. NASA uses this money to create inventions that stem into real-world use.
I love knowing about the things that we take for granted every day that come from technology development that was spawned by space exploration over the last 50 years. Water purification technology used on the Apollo spacecraft is now employed in several applications to kill bacteria, viruses, algae in community water supply systems, and my own home water filter. Computer-based advances made possible integrated inventory and process management systems, improved computer-assisted manufacturing. In fact, this morning, as I was getting dressed on television, there was a company that was running an ad about its improved manufacturing processes that were all electronic and digitized and computerized. That's because of NASA technology. Nuclear magnetic resonance imaging, we hardly even say that anymore, MRIs, computer tomography, CTs, and microelectronics that are used to regulate heart pumps, lasers for satellite-based atmospheric research used for my eye laser surgery, and cool suits by astronauts on the moonwalk that are used for individuals with multiple sclerosis have really transformed medical technology. And the list goes on and on.
NASA is highly underfunded, and Congress should focus on funding innovation in 2014.